Hey, what's going on? This is Martone, owner and trainer of Fuller Fitness, and with this one, is just to discuss the fact that when you have a certain goal to the motivation to achieve certain things, and try to do it in a certain way. So specifically, this is for those who either want to be or are struggling on a certain journey in terms of being plant-based or vegan. With this, for those of us that are either trying to be, struggling with it, or already on that journey in terms of plant-based or vegan, I want to say, especially for those of us, I want to say probably guys. I think guys might struggle with that more than others, or scared of it more than others, due to the belief that you will lose muscle, that you will lose size, that you will lose strength, um, and whatever else certain people might think you might lose, um, being plant based or vegan. Um, and I'm gonna try not to laugh about it, but sometimes I can't help it. But for me, especially if you look through my profile for those who are interested at least a little bit, and you should see how I'm lifting certain loads, shoulder press, dumbbell bench press, incline and flat. Um, Rack pulls. I'm gonna get back into doing almost at pull-ups. I'm gonna get back into doing deadlifts off the floor soon, hopefully. Some of the rows, barbell rows that I've done, the dumbbell rows, maybe even some of the dumbbell bicep curls that I've done. Not to say I'm the strongest or the best or whatever, but just the fact that for some reason, for many of us, specifically guys, thinking that they're gonna lose size, lose strength. Um, to be honest, there's a possibility you'll lose a certain amount of size, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I lost a bunch of weight I wasn't trying to lose, but when I lost like 37 pounds when I first got into veganism, but that was my fault because I was still learning what I can eat compared to what I can't. So when I first, went into plant based or vegan, I lost like 37 pounds I wasn't trying to lose. It scared me at first because it was like, what the hell? Like, scared me at first. But, because I wasn't trying to do that. But again, I realized it was my fault because of the little bit that I was eating. Not in terms of eating very little as far as the meals, but I think I was only eating rice, corn, and peas, and that was before I started eating tofu and seitan and tempeh. So again, there was but so much I knew, but I just felt like I needed to go ahead and get started with the little bit that I had learned and a little bit that I believed. And I lost a bunch of weight, but my strength was still where it needed to be at that time. And then I finally got much stronger. That's something you should and likely to hear from many vegans. Um, the only regret that any of us, if not all of us, most of us have is that we didn't do it sooner. Um, Excuse me, I've eaten quite a bit today. Uh, so yeah, that's the regret for many of us is that we didn't do it sooner. And I definitely wanted to do it sooner, but again, I didn't know enough. I wasn't sure which one I was gonna do between whether or not I go vegan or vegetarian. And as I kept looking back and forth trying to figure out which one I was gonna do, I got really excited about both and got more excited about being vegan. So that's what I did. And again, I'm one of the many who does not regret it. And the only regret I have is that I didn't do it sooner. So again, the fact that Yes, I did lose a bunch of weight I wasn't trying to lose, but it wasn't muscle. It was just not knowing enough about what to eat and how much of it I can actually eat. The interesting thing is, I think around the time that I was about to start or did start, and I think there was a woman who does American Ninja Warrior, and she was talking about how she's vegan and lost weight, but yet got stronger, which is true for me too. Um, and the fact that it seems like vegans get to eat more because our stuff doesn't have all this extra junk in it. So we are likely to eat more and still not weigh as much as you guys. Some others, I should say. So again, this isn't to pick any on anyone. This is just facts that I have, stuff I've learned in almost 6 years, and will continue to learn because I have no intent on going back to eating any of the stuff that I was eating before. Um, Again, I feel better. I'm stronger than I was, and I'm 40 now. So I was going on 35 when I started. It was early COVID when I actually started. I wanted to do it before, I just didn't know enough. I started my veganism during COVID. It was funny to go to the grocery store and see a bunch of stuff that wasn't there, but all the vegan and plant-based stuff was. Um, and again, if for those looking for proof, which is kind of funny because people supposedly want proof and then get proof and still don't believe it or don't care about it. So again, this isn't to pick on anyone. This is just for those of us who are either trying to do it, struggling to do it, um, and or struggling to keep going for whatever the reason. So again, if you look at my profile, I've been doing it for over 5.5 years. Um, I'm happy about it. I look forward to cooking my meals, trying different seasoning on my meals, and the fact that I got stronger after becoming vegan compared to before. Um, and I think it's worth it, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been doing it for this long and looking forward to continuing to do it until whenever I'm not here anymore. So again, this is specifically for those who have thought about it, trying to start it, and maybe struggling to keep it going or tempted to go back to what they were doing. So hopefully this video finds you well. Have a great weekend. This is Marto, owner trainer Fuller Fitness. Take care.